People are always doing a new year reset or a mid-year reset, but you do not have to wait for those times to start. Some of you guys are going back to school this fall, or some of you are just in the mood for a fresh start during the turn of the season. Let's do a cozy and productive fall reset as we head into autumn so that we can rebrand into our best self. We're gonna design the best morning routine, we're gonna do some journaling and some goal setting, and we're gonna declutter our space. So let's get into it. Your mornings are arguably the most important part of your day because, as cheesy as it sounds, it really does set the tone for the rest of the day. A productive morning routine helps to kickstart the day, but more importantly, an enjoyable morning routine makes it easier to get up in the morning. I ensure that there's a good balance because if it's too crazy productive, it can backfire by making me dread getting out of bed. Curate a routine that works best for you. And for me, I love to start my day by making a coffee every day. This looks a little different from day to day, whether it's hot or iced, whether with milk or cream or cold foam. Today, I just made myself a little iced latte, and on some days, I also like to make a little matcha. I usually enjoy my coffee with some reading. For a while, I woke up and immediately started scrolling, and this was super overstimulating and numbing at the same time. There's all that information in my face, nothing is being retained, and a thin layer of brain fog creeps into my mind first thing in the morning. This was so bad for me, so I started swapping out the scrolling for some reading. After a bit, I bust out the journal and agenda to map out my day. A really great way to reset for a month or a season or a year is through journaling and goal setting. And there are several ways to really kickstart this process. One of my favorite ways is to create a dump followed by a vision board. And these two things are kind of like the bookends of your month, season, or year, where the dump is a nice little recap and the vision board is great for forward looking. So to reset for fall, we're just gonna create a cute little summer dump, and then we're gonna make the vision board for fall. And I like to do this on GoodNotes, but you could also do this on Canva or Google Docs or Google Slides. GoodNotes is so convenient for this because you can literally drag and drop all your photos straight from your Photos app. And then after you have everything kind of dumped onto the page, then you can go ahead and resize or crop them. So you can either do a rectangular crop or you can do a freehand crop. I like to do this in cute little shapes to kind of add a fun element to the dump. And after you have arranged all your photos, I like to go in and add a few stickers as well as scribble down some notes. So after I've created my dump, I'll go ahead and create my vision board. And a lot of the pictures I use are from Pinterest. So I put in keywords of how I want my fall to look like, and then I will just dump everything onto the page like I did with my dump. So after creating our dump and vision board, we are in a more creative headspace, and we're gonna run with that momentum by taking a look at what we've created, and we're gonna use that to help with our reflection. So I love using journal prompts to help me with this part of the process, and I always list out a few that are reflective and a few that are forward looking. You can create them yourself, or you can draw inspo from these ones here, or you can look online for help. But I just wanna note that the answers do not have to be perfect. These are not like worksheets that get graded, and if anything, you are the grader, so you should be looking at these answers and see if you yourself are satisfied with them. Even if you are not writing out these answers in long form sentences, jot down a couple bullet points, even just keywords, and this will really help you identify where you think you were, you are, and you want to be. Personally, journal prompts are very helpful for me to organize my thoughts and make journaling more productive. But the way that I began journaling was just by word vomiting. So when I first moved to a different country all by myself, I had a lot of thoughts and feelings and emotions, and I needed an outlet to kind of place everything. So I went out and I bought a journal and I just wrote down all my thoughts and feelings. If you think that would be more helpful, that's also a really good place to start. So after all the journaling and the reflection comes the kind of fun and kind of intimidating part, which is goal setting. But I like to look at it as a way of endless possibilities to make it more exciting. And a really helpful way to really tackle this is to break everything down in small bite-sized pieces and processes. So I'm gonna go and list out a few goals I want to achieve this fall, starting with my reading goals. I really fell off on my reading this year because of all my traveling and my moving. Although in July, I picked it up again after doing a mid-year reset. reset. So I've been reading 1 book per month in July and August. I've read 2 so far, and I think that I can pick this up for fall. So I'm gonna aim for 2 a month starting September, because that's a number that's attainable to me. Numbers is also a really good way to quantify your goals, because if things are too abstract, for example, I want to read more. What is more? Like, it's hard to check off the box, and it's hard to feel validated. It's hard to feel like I'm making progress if I'm not assigning something measurable to this goal. So 2 books a month in fall is my first goal. A few other goals I have are related to my family and friendships. I also have some goals related to content, and I have some health goals as well related to working out and eating healthy. I don't know about you guys, but doom scrolling is something that I really want to tackle, especially during the colder months when I end up doing less outside and spending more time inside. So I definitely want to manage that a little bit. There's a Substack article that I highly recommend to you guys. It's literally called How to Get Your Life Back Together. So I'll put the link in the description box below. This article was intended for a summer reset, but I think a lot of the concepts are still very relevant for a fall reset. I drew a lot of inspiration from this article, and I liked kind of grabbing all the relevant sections that I think are good for myself. So it was kind of like a little menu where I ordered all like the little things that are applicable to me. So another really good way to reset is just through a simple declutter of your space. And this could be your workspace or your bedroom or even your entire apartment or home. It's really whatever it takes for you to feel refreshed. So today we're going to start in the kitchen and make our way around. Okay, now let's get into my favorite part of a seasonal reset, which is a closet reset. And what I mean by that is not to buy like a whole new wardrobe, because I can't afford to be doing that every season. I just mean to switch out the current season's clothes for the next. So now that summer's ending, I'm gonna put away a lot of my summer dresses and put in some of my fall stuff. And this would also be a really good time to clean out your closet of clothes that you don't need anymore, whether it's something that you don't fit anymore or something that you simply don't wear anymore. And you can either donate these or you can sell them. I have some of my fall stuff in this little suitcase here. A good amount of it is in here. I recently moved into a new apartment, and a lot of my clothes are still at my parents' house. Everything in the closet right now are summer clothes. I just went back to my parents' house and packed a bunch of fall clothes here. I also share my closet with my boyfriend, so these are his things and then these are mine. And everything you see in this stack here is mostly summer stuff, because I have a lot of skirts and shorts on this side. Everything on this side is less seasonal, because these are like jeans, sweatpants, and leggings, so I wear them all year round. Everything down there on the left are similar to these long pants. They are just t-shirts that, again, I would wear all year round. But the stuff on this side are more summery, so we're gonna start by clearing out that section. I packed a bunch of these long socks because all I have here right now are these thin little socks that are perfect for the summertime, but not quite thick enough to keep me warm in the wintertime. So these are perfect for fall, and they are even in like this brown color scheme, which I love for this season. This is such a cute little outfit, and I didn't have to put in any effort to pair it because it's already a matching set and it's so comfortable. But I look so put together. This outfit is perfect for a little fall day with some Uggs and just walking around the neighborhood, grabbing a coffee, walking peanut, or like running errands or something like that. Another thing that screams autumn is a nice emerald green. I have a few things here that I miss so much when the warm season comes, so let me show you guys. Okay, this first sweater has a really subtle hint of green in it. The entire sweater is this cozy creamy color, and it's only the lettering in a green color. There's also a little patch in the back that's green, and I think that's a really cute little detail. I love to throw it on when I'm walking Peanut in the morning, especially towards the end of August when days are still hot, but the mornings and evenings are chillier. Okay, this sweater is another favorite. It's so cute and cozy, and something like this is also perfect with some denim shorts for chilly evenings. And here is another sweater that I love. This one has a little bit of a collar, so it looks a little more put together, but still quite casual as a whole.